Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk, episode 18. And the gang is back together. We got everybody on tonight. We got Reese, and then we got Sheiky Baby, Mr. Lund. He is joining us.
Welcome back, Dad.
That was a nice banner you put up there. Rest in peace, Iron Sheik, one of the most colorful characters ever in wrestling.
Sheiky Baby, make you humble.
And if it wouldn't been for him agreeing to do the honors, we would have never had the Hulkamania era.
Very true.
So,
yep, you're right.
Rest in peace, Sheiky Baby.
Absolutely. Reese, what's going on with you?
Not too much, guy.
Anything new?
Nah, well, I can't say yet, but there's
All
some stuff going on.
All right.
Did you plant another seed somewhere?
No. This is exciting news.
Okay.
No, I don't need another 18-year prison sentence.
But I sure hope Snickerdoodle doesn't. I sure hope she doesn't watch these shows.
Occasionally. She's getting her hair dyed and swimming today, so she's occupied.
Wow. Occupado.
Occupado. Janelle says hi, guys. Hi, Janelle. How are you?
Hi, Janelle.
So we got a big show tonight. We're gonna run through some stuff and talk some wrestling and whatever else we get into. And
sounds good.
You know, somebody's just popping in. I wonder who this could be. Who's this guy?
Oh, hi, guys.
Holy shit.
My technological stuff actually works this time. It's so surprising. How you guys doing tonight? I was scared because, A, it was the same avatar as the other day on my show when it went out. And it wasn't even me, but that's okay. And I wanted to be me tonight, not somebody else.
Well, good to see you, brother.
You too, JJ. What's going on?
Just getting ready to talk some wrestling.
Oh, yeah. God.
Could finally join in with the boys. I got a night off. I could finally jump back in.
I flew home, man, to get here as quick as I could. If you ever see me run, then you would know. It's not a fast thing.
You had a rough week this week, I heard, huh?
I have a rough every day, brother. Every day. Every day, guy, is a rough day.
It is. JJ, it looks like you got you got a fan. Says JJ is the man.
Yeah, I see that.
That is from Jake Wily.
Oh, my guy.
Those guys are great.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Class acts.
You guys ready to get talking a little bit of wrestling?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm okay.
All right. So AEW Collision, their debut is coming up on June 17th on TNT. And it's coming live from Chicago, Illinois, the United Center. And Jay, who's from Chicago? Do you know?
Walter Payton.
Besides Walter Payton.
Mike Singletary.
All right. Who's the best wrestler from Chicago?
Colt Cabana.
Man. God.
CM Punk.
CM Punk makes his return for Collision.
It'll be a collision.
Bubba, do you agree with the decision for him to come back into the locker room?
You know what? There's a lot of stuff because people in the workplace have issues too with coworkers, and they just gotta. They have to be professional, and if they want to make this work, he's gonna have to suck it up. They're gonna have to suck it up, and they're gonna all have to make money this time. I think he was pushed a little too fast for me. It didn't build it enough for me. That's just my opinion.
I hope that he's in better ring shape than what
Yeah.
he was last time because that was awful.
Okay, so let me bring this up real quickly. I just saw that he's on a new TV show, and the name of it escapes me right now. Is there any chance that this was a work and he just needed time off to film this TV show?
You could be right, but we won't know. No, they're not going to
Well,
say.
yeah,
right?
we'll never. Yeah, you're right. We'll never know. But I saw that earlier. It was actually yesterday. I saw that. I can't remember the name of the show, but
Is it on cable or is it on free access, like network TV?
I think it's cable.
Okay.
Wasn't he doing commentary for an MMA or something?
He was doing that also. Yeah. I mean, there's an outside chance.
So, Jay, with that being said, who told you that many, 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 many months ago that this is a work?
Oh no. Oh no.
Reese?
It wasn't Reese. Reese was sleeping.
Coleman?
It wasn't Coleman.
You wise man. You.
That's right. That's right. I
Don't
said
feed his fucking ego, guy.
He's gonna get down to seats and get some power balls in there.
Oh,
So how do you guys feel about the main event that Tony Khan announced for the debut? It's Samoa Joe, Switchblade Jay White, and Juice Robinson going up against FTR and my guy CM Punk. Jay, we'll start with you.
okay. I like the pairing of Punk and FTR. Anything FTR touches to me is gold. Well, I can't say that. Not everything, except for that last match they had with Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. That was a 4-finger stinker. But it's there's no way it can't be good. And I think that's where they kick off Punk and Samoa Joe.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree with
Reese?
that.
Reese, anything you want to add?
I think they're doing it right by putting them in a tag team match or like triple or 6-man tag to not like showcase how much ring rust he has. Because I mean, how long has it been since he's been in the ring? You know, rather than putting him in a singles match and really showing how far or how long he's been out. I think it's the right thing to do by putting him in a tag match.
It's been over a year, am I right?
9 months, I think.
It's been close.
Yeah. Not only that, but I think you could put him and FTR together and they could make a run at but I hate this phrase, the trio. They could make a run at the 6-man tag team belts.
Right?
You think, Bubba?
I don't know because I think with Punk and 9 months he's been off, and like Reese said, just not to me. His cardio and ring cardio shape is not good. He didn't to me this last time he came back. I wasn't. He was just. It'd be like me trying to come back. Like it wasn't like, and I understand that people are Punk fans, and I understand that wholeheartedly. But like, look, you need to hit the gym. You need to have your cardio in the wrestling ring up to par if you are going to be the guy that's going to have to carry the football. Like, but this 6-man tag match, FTR is going to carry him on that event. There's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah,
He'll get the hot tag, and he'll blow everybody away, and then hit the GTS and 1, 2, 3.
God, I
Yeah.
hope not.
I
hope not.
For advertising that he's being on the show, they didn't sell too many tickets right away, did they?
No, they did not. That did not boost ticket sales.
Oh.
Because
So
I know Larry bought a flight and 77 tickets to go out to Chicago.
I think
But,
it was
Only because
reported. Go ahead.
only because I hope he's giving away ice cream at the end again.
Buddy, I don't need you going to Chicago. You'll get shot. I'll buy you ice cream for Christ's sake.
What would you guys say, Reese?
I don't even remember. Or no, I think it was reported they only sold like 700.
Wow, that's like an indie show.
Jeez.
A big budget indie show.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
Ticket sales did not move once Punk was announced.
Now, no
Which
offense,
is-
guys. Let me ask you a question real quick, guys. Do you think, I mean, us will probably watch it, but the regular wrestling fans on a Saturday, who's staying home on a Saturday night to watch free wrestling? It ain't like in the 80s.
Yeah.
True.
Well, I can't. On behalf of, I don't know. I'll probably be in bed.
What time is it? What time is it even on?
8. Right?
You'll be in bed at
yeah.
8 o'clock. Jay, you'll
Well,
be in bed at 8.
Okay,
Seven-
so maybe not
7:59.
How about we call it passed out?
Fuck Bubba. He'll be about 15 natty daddies in
Oh shit! He'll be
With-
selling though.
with fucking peanut butter, with a big jar of peanut butter, and his dog sitting beside him on the couch.
No,
Larry.
don't do that. My dog doesn't even like peanut butter, you asswipe.
He's a chocolate guy.
Hi, Mike, James, Starkville, Charlie. James says, "Hey, everyone."
Hey, Mike. Hey, guys.
What's going on?
Mike says, "Guys that don't get laid." I'm not sure what that means.
And definitely, not, I can't say nothing. I'll shut up right now.
I know he ain't talking about me.
Yeah. Well, he could be talking about me. I don't know.
I think maybe he's talking about all of us.
Well, I should not be painted with that brush. I can assure you.
He says, "What's up, guys?" All right, so I heard that Collision's going to be doing these smaller venues, but I don't think that the United Center is a small venue. Am I right?
I don't think so.
I mean, they host a Bulls game, so I would think
You're looking at
it'd be
over
relatively big.
12 to 15,000.
yeah, I mean
Maybe more?
That's an NBA arena.
They better start giving away some free tickets.
You
They're
gotta buy a
confident.
burger and half an order of fries to get tickets, free tickets.
Yeah.
And then supposedly the house shows are being done or put on hold because of Collision also. So with that being said, is there a chance that Johnstown can get a Collision?
Is there that much interest in AEW in Somerset, Cambria County?
I don't
know.
know, man. Larry, only for you, I hope that happens, and I'll be right there beside you. But I can't see it.
The last time I've been to a sold out show was Nitro, back when when Savage against DDP was the main event. And I got arrested. So that was, I mean, I've been to NXT stuff, and yeah, I got arrested. But anyway,
That's another story for another time.
no, that's okay. But I've been to NXT on a Sunday afternoon, and there was hardly anybody down there. And I don't think AEW right now, like I was so pro AEW. I don't give a fuck anymore. Like it's not ruining my Wednesday night if I miss it or something now. Like it's just not. If I gotta, you know what I mean? If I'm doing something else, it's just terrible. You know, I'll catch it on YouTube or something. But like a year and a half ago or during COVID or something, it was the most entertaining wrestling around.
Right?
Yeah.
Eric Cassidy says if the War Memorial can sell out Vanilla Ice, they can sell out for AEW.
When's Vanilla Ice coming?
Oh, he was there years ago.
Oh, okay. Because I don't remember.
I don't remember that, Eric. You wise ass.
Wow.
I don't remember that at all.
It was the Ice Ice
did,
Baby
however,
tour.
Yeah.
They did, however, sell out for Nelly.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So AEW is also having their Forbidden Door pay-per-view on Sunday, June 25th. Bell time is 8 p.m. and it's in Toronto.
Oh, it'll be off at 2:00 in the morning.
So far, there's
Well,
been
with
two.
pre-show, Bubba, 2:30.
Yeah.
Very minimum, yeah.
I'll have to call off work just to watch a pay-per-view wrestling.
So far, there's been 2 matches announced. We got Okada versus Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. Those are going to be 2 really good matches. Jay, I know you love Kenny Omega.
I'll go to the fucking bathroom when Omega's on. I have no interest in Omega.
What about Ospreay though?
Ospreay is good, but that doesn't make me want to watch Omega.
Bubba, what do you think?
Well, I like Omega's okay, but I'm not gonna, sprout wings and fly to his greatest accomplishments. He's way better than I, you know what I mean? He's great, but he's not like something I'm gonna put money down to watch this any of these matches are not worth me putting money down right now because they didn't announce too much. I just, once again, it's just not. I'm like, oh, I got to have it. No, that's not the case for the Forbidden Door stuff. It's just not. It's just too much. They're doing too much now, and it's just they're not setting. To me, they're just not making any sense. I don't know what Tony Khan's doing. I mean, I know he's doing. He's doing too much of his own shit.
Yeah.
Powder in his nose.
Something.
Oh, so Larry, I saw the topics that you sent me earlier. I don't know if you saw this or not. There was a report that it's looking like it's going to be Punk against Kenta.
At Forbidden Door.
Yes.
I think that's what Reese said. Didn't you, Reese?
Yeah. Battle of GTS.
And Kenta should kick his ass from pillar to post.
Oh, come on, Bubba.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Bubba, we don't talk bad about CM Punk on this podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I'll have to wait an hour and a half, and I'll bash him on mine.
You do that on your own goddamn podcast.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, damn it. God damn it. I'm sorry.
Is there anything else that you're excited about with the Forbidden Door happening? Who do you want to see make their way through that door? Reese?
I don't have anything offhand. I just hope that there's good quality matches and there's not like 14, 15 matches like there was last year.
Do we see Mandy Rose come through that door? Do we see Monet come through that door?
I would like to see Mandy Rose's back door, but that's a completely different deal.
You can for $9.99.
Her fucking PVZ.
You know who I wanted to see? You know who I wanted to see, Larry, but she got hurt was Sasha Banks.
Yep, Monet. Yep.
Yeah. Monet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Do you think that was a work though?
I don't know.
Not everything in the wrestling business is a fucking work, Larry.
I don't know, but I think she took brutal shots before in some matches, and I still think her greatest matches with her and Bailey in the NXT takeover in Brooklyn. That was her best. That was a fucking phenomenal match. Like I watched that match, and she just come off the top and landed on her, but it just was a high elevation. She's not that big. She weighs like a bag and a half of fucking potatoes. So I mean, she's not. I mean, Willow weighs. I mean, she's brutal. So it just maybe how she angled that fall. That's why you don't wear tennis shoes in the ring, I guess. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, and you're right, Bubba, about her best matches were with Bailey.
They were great. Those were great.
They were phenomenal.
Yeah,
and the hot crowd helped that also.
Well, that product, that black and gold NXT at the time was super, super hot. Way better than the WWE Monday Night and SmackDown stuff. So the original roster.
It was a super indie.
Mm-hmm.
I think you see Coda too at Forbidden Door.
Who?
Kota Ibushi.
Oh yeah, and then him and Kenny will be back they'll be the Golden Lovers again.
Yeah.
That's a good tag team name. I like that. The Golden Lovers.
That's what they were.
That was her tag team name?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. I like that name. That's good.
Uh-huh.
And their finisher is the Golden Shower. It's awesome.
Bubba's
Sorry,
on a
people
roll.
out there. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Was that off the top of your head? You had that one.
That
in
was
the
I.
holster.
Well, you set it up. You set it up. I just, that's good. Good setup.
I gave you a softball. There you go,
Yeah,
brother.
you did. I hit it. I ain't running around the base, brother. There's no way.
That's tremendous.
That was good. So, Imagine Wrestling has some upcoming events. Let's see, they're in Du Bois, PA, at the City Park, June 16th. They got 2 shows that day, 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. And then on the 17th, 2 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. All them shows are free. And then
that's a good place to run because I done some community Du Bois days up there. Actually, that's where I wrestled Jake Roberts, and there was like 2,000 to 3,000 people. It was huge.
Oh, really?
But when I wrestled Roberts, the biggest thing is though for anything outside, the weather. The weather. Hopefully, God, they better pray that it's a nice sunny day, because if it's raining, it's a fucking bitch.
Oh man! So it's not like in a barn or
no. They might have it now. It's switched up, but I know back in the days when the APWF did community days, it was outside, and that's when they had the Bushwhackers. They had Gilberg. That was the first show. They had thousands of people there. It was super huge, and the second one was not as good as the first one, but they brought in Jake, and it was raining that day. And it's good that Imagine Wrestling got the community because it's for the community. So if people come out and it's free. I know we just did it. We did a whole show. We just did one show. We didn't do 2. We just did one big show, and then that was it because you got to tear down a ring and stuff. But
right.
I just pray the weather is good. That would be my biggest concern doing any type of outdoor shows due to the fact that I've had to cancel a couple and I lost my shit when I did, so it wasn't good. So,
how hard is it to work in a wet ring? It's got to be slippery as
very
shit,
hard,
especially with your gear on.
It was very hard for me. It was a little, it was wet. The canvas is, you don't want that slick canvas. You know what I mean, JJ? And also for me, I was working Jake when he was a little under the weather. So, and I have the utmost respect for Jake Roberts. Don't get me wrong. I do. Jake Roberts is one of the greatest minds in the business. He's fought his demons and he came back, come back from it. And I actually spoke about Jake today at work, and because we were watching something about Sheik at work. But also too, Jake had the fastest DDT. When he gave me that DDT, I dropped like a ton of bricks. It was that quick. I mean, Jake's 6'7", you know what I mean? Like, he's no small man. Right. And, it's just that he gave it to me the night before in Indiana at Club Extreme. And then we had a Du Bois show up there, and the weather was just, I remember doing the cameras, people, it was raining. It wasn't, it broke, the sun come out a little bit, but still, it was still wet. You got to watch, you don't slip and, I don't want to tear no ACL,
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So he was, I know this is off topic totally, but so Jake was smooth with you?
Oh, Jake was, I guess I dropped an elbow on Jake and he's like, "You hurt me, brother." I'm like, "Holy fuck." Oh shit, I didn't mean to. He took his boot off, hit me in the fucking head and covered me. And he covered me and he took the APWF. He won the APWF title and he cut a promo. He cut a great promo as only Jake Roberts can do. And he threw the title. I don't need a title. You can have the title back, because he was actually leaving. And I think that, he wasn't booked for another show, but we did a Soldiers of Fortune storyline in the APWF where he just came, Chris Lash got him after the Heroes of Wrestling pay-per-view. And we were the only company, I believe, in the United States at that time to book him at that time. And Chris was all about any good publicity. Any bad publicity is good publicity back then.
Oh,
yeah, I guess, but that hero.
I know.
Shit.
I know. You didn't know what you were getting.
And then June 24th up in Sykesville, PA at the Ag and Youth Fair, they got a show up there at 7 p.m. bell time.
Okay.
And then they are back in.
That'll probably be a building.
Yeah. And then they're back in Altoona July 1st, and they're having a Rail City Rumble. It was announced.
They're doing a lot of stuff. They're going to be busting their ass, man. That's a lot.
Yeah. Yep. And that's going to be at the Juniata Civic Association. So,
Is that a Saturday show?
yeah.
July. That's July?
July 1st is a Saturday.
You'll be toasty.
Oh.
Bubba, I was just getting ready to say the same thing. That's gonna be goddamn hot.
Yeah.
Jay, you remember last year we went, I took that towel. I had to wring a towel out twice because I was sweating so much.
Well, yeah, and you made me go to the dollar store to get a mop so you can clean your ass out.
Wet wipes. Now you're telling
means-
stories.
Did you have a fucking floaty too? And you're like, hey.
You should, well, on the way home, he had to stop at a car wash so he can hose me off.
That's hot, man. That's hot. You know, if you're just sitting there, if you're watching a show, it's so goddamn hot. You're sweating and you're just you ain't even doing nothing. You're just sitting there watching a wrestling show. Those guys in the ring are busting their ass, running around, doing everything, and it's just pouring off in buckets because it's so goddamn hot. That's just, I hate that. I hate
Swamp ass.
Bubba, you would have thought that Larry went Broadway with Bruno in '77. It's covered in sweat as he went. I had to use Mr. Clean sponges on that guy.
Fucking Armor All.
Oh, it was horrible.
Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, but it's going to be hot. It's going to be a great show, but also too, it's going to they're not air conditioning. They're older buildings. I mean, you get what you get. I mean, finding buildings to run wrestling is very hard. So it's not going to have the 2023 central air. It ain't going to work.
So Jay's gonna have to bring
just wear
fans with him.
Wear a couple tank tops, Lair. Just keep changing. Just change every match. Just change a tank top. Fuck it.
Yeah, you could be like Hefe and bring 8 shirts.
Yeah, right.
just don't get chopped.
Yeah, I try to stay away.
I don't blame you.
And then IWC has a show July 8th. They're calling it Threat Level Midnight, and that's 7 p.m. bell time, and that's in Elizabeth, PA. Bubba, was you ever at Court Time?
Oh yeah,
now that's nice.
IWC's nothing. Imagine is a great wrestling company, but IWC is the, you know what I mean. That's where everybody has to. That's the trendsetter. That's the main. You know what I mean. That's they great shows, and also, you know, their champion is the guy who fucking kicks ass and takes names, and there's nobody like him out there and on the East Coast today or the West Coast or anywhere. And it's all big time. And you know what I mean? Like, he does what he does, and he's the champ, and it's well worth seeing him in a ring.
Yeah.
Every time.
Donnie says, "Hey, gentlemen, Donnie Fulmer."
Hey, Donnie, what's up?
Donnie, how you doing?
Shane says, "I hear Bud Light is looking to find folks to sponsor." Bubba,
No, I tried to get Icy Light. I did. I called him. I did call him.
Only Shane, you know.
Oh, he's funny. Shane, I tell you what, special field correspondent Shane Stodmiller. He's a funny mimer jammer, man. I don't know where he comes up with that stuff.
Hi, Steve. So our friends, the Rad BoyZ, they got a packed schedule this weekend. They are making their RWA debut tomorrow in West Newton, PA, at the West Newton gym, and they are taking on the Brotherhood.
You guys ever been to that? You guys ever been to that gym? You ever been to RWA show?
No.
No.
I mean, it's back when Wild Wild West. When they were hot. I went down to see. That was the last time I've been down there. But they pack them in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Reese was down there once, but he fell asleep. He don't even remember the goddamn show. I don't know.
Poor Reese.
Wow.
Talking shit, and you've been on one show in the last 2 months, guy.
Hey, listen, I got to pay all this back child support, you fucking bastard.
I'd like to fucking see it, guy.
Well, you're gonna get a hefty sum.
Is it your weekend? Is it your weekend, Jay? To stay
No,
to
this
have him,
is
Jay? Not your
this
weekend
is-
to have not to have
No.
Jason? Okay.
Yeah, it is because
It-
he's actually at home being a father, so we're both on the show at the same time.
Okay, then this covers my weekend.
Oh, shit. Oh, you're covered then. Kick him out after 4, Sunday at 4. He's on the phone.
And tell your lawyer to quit calling mine. I've had it.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody says, how about Samoa Joe playing Sweet Tooth in Twisted Metal TV series?
I'm interested in that.
You would be.
I got nothing.
But he doesn't even voice the character.
Really?
Oh, really?
It's the dude that voiced
Optimus Prime.
Lego Batman.
Oh, Will Arnett.
That's who's
Will
voicing.
Arnett's funny, man.
That's who's voicing the character, but Joe's
he's
the
funny.
actual
Yeah, Will
live
Arnett's
action
funny.
character.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were going to say the guy from Goonies.
Hey, you
What-
guys!
Well, not really.
That's John Matuzak. He ain't around no more. He passed away. Too much
Well,
of the juice.
can't be him then.
No, not him.
Speaking of the juice, now we're getting off topic again.
Uh-oh.
So, did anybody see the Adam Cole promo on MJF on Wednesday?
I wish I wouldn't have, but yeah.
He called out MJF saying he was on the juice, and both of them can go in the back, piss in a cup, and see who would pass.
You know what? If MJF is on the juice, it doesn't matter because he doesn't look like he's about a $104 or $154. Adam Cole needs to put some fucking weight on, and MJF just looks like a champion.
MJF absolutely looks like a champion. And Adam Cole, I don't know what the hell if he just quit or what, but when he was in WWE and Undisputed Era was hot in NXT, he looked like a world beater. Sorry, Chris Coleman. And then all of a sudden he goes to AEW and he looks like I could beat him up at a Sheets at midnight on a Saturday.
Well, I will defend him though, JJ, because having that serious concussion probably it messed him up. It messed his psyche up. I can agree with that, but also too, when you have a concussion now, they don't tell you to sit at home like when we were kids. If you got hit with a baseball bat at the baseball game by a pitch, or you ran into something and you're not supposed to do anything, you're supposed to do slowly do exercise. And my doctor told me you were supposed to do that. But I mean, once he was cleared, you figure he would be in the gym a little bit more and look, because he just can't gain mass. Like Roderick Strong looks in better shape than Cole does.
Mhm.
There was a side-by-side comparison of Logan Paul and MJF. Or I'm sorry, Logan Paul and Adam Cole. And
Logan Paul's bigger than Adam Cole. I believe so.
He looks more like a champion than Cole does. And they're pushing him for a world title match. I can't buy it.
I think that's gonna be the promos and stuff. I think that'll be a good storyline there.
That was Donnie Fulmer that said that. Donnie Fulmer hates Logan Paul. Hates him with a passion.
Oh, Donnie, I'm sorry, bud.
No, he hates Logan Paul. But Logan Paul actually looks better. It looks bigger and looks more pound for what he is. Cole just doesn't have the mass to him. Even though he's a smaller guy, you know what I mean? MJF is the total package right now for AEW as a champion.
Absolutely.
Agree. So getting back to the Rad BoyZ, they're doing double duty tomorrow. They're also at Rise Wrestling tomorrow night.
Wow.
In Uniontown.
I was out the last show and they fought Money Shot. And I tell you what, they took the titles from Money Shot and then they had a little referee discretion and he restarted the match. I don't know why, but that's here or there. But that was a great match. I went down there to see the Rad BoyZ. And that place, if you guys ever been down there, it's a huge thing in the mall down there. And you could have 1,000 people on there. If you could fit 1,000 people in this. I guarantee it's packed. It's like an old, maybe an old Kmart or something, but it was huge. Yeah, so I love those guys. Those guys are class acts, man. They
really are.
You know, they remind me of a young Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah,
Fucking Shane.
I don't know what he
They're
said.
just
I
good
can only
people.
imagine. Oh,
he
God.
says Rad BoyZ must have a helicopter.
Well, they're going from one to it. I mean, it's not like but seeing the thing that upsets me sometimes is, and I say it on my show all the time, like nobody will sit down, get a calendar out, and they all book the same shows all the time. You can't fucking go everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, you got to, shut your eyes, take some darts, and throw it at a poster where you want to go.
I'm sorry. I was confused when I heard the Rad BoyZ and helicopter. I thought that was totally something different. I apologize.
It's okay.
Oh, God. How many Natty Daddies are you in right now, Guy?
I just one. That's it.
Wow.
That's a big container.
Bubba, it's not holy water like last time.
Oh. Well, I know the last time Reese was so pissed off the last time we all were at a show together. He was pissed. He was outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I got you beat because the last time I was at a show, I walked the fuck out. I was mad. So.
Well, I mean, it was said that we were going to go, and I was the only fucker that got up and left. And I looked like a fucking idiot.
No, you didn't. You're fine.
Bubba, you got arrested that night in Altoona, didn't you?
No, people thought I did. People thought I did. No, but I mean, I was mad. I left. It was just, I was so mad. I hit the chair so hard cheering for Chris Coleman. I thought I broke my goddamn hand.
Oh.
And then I lose my voice because I can't scream like I used to because I'm an old man and my voice box is just, very fragile, and I'm trying to work the next day and I can't even talk because my job is part of talk. I talk all the time at work and doing this stuff. So I don't have my other half's like, just please shut up.
Larry, was I at that show? Probably not. Huh?
No.
Okay.
I know one show you were there. Wait. Yeah. I don't know. You're like, like a snake.
That was the very first show after COVID. That was the first COVID show back.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, I don't drive anymore.
I don't blame you. You guys, you got an Uber driver. Shit, you don't need to drive.
Even if we take my vehicle, I still don't drive.
I don't blame you.
I like to have fun.
Uber podcast. You guys talk while you drive. That's what,
Oh, God. I can't believe you remembered that, Bubba.
I just hope I have a lot of concussions, but I do hope the Rad BoyZ take the Rise tag team titles off a money shot. That money shot against the Rad BoyZ could be a feud in every company in this area on the East Coast. It could be the hottest tag team feud going today. That money shot, they just remind me of somebody like the other guy. What's his name? Zach.
Yeah.
He reminds me of like fucking Barry Windham.
Oh, you said that before on your podcast.
That's high praise.
Yeah. I mean, they work so well. I mean, Elijah's in the gym, busting his ass, cuts promos. He markets himself. Same as the Rad BoyZ, marketing themselves. 2 collision course teams that have, something in the area going like that. What the hell? That was my other job. That's how I'm going to front a wrestling company, Shane.
God damn.
But anyway, he broke my train of thought, son of a bitch. Those two.
He did a good goddamn job because that's not easy to do.
Well, it is sometimes. I get off the beaten path. But those 2 teams are viably probably that this could be and you don't see like tag team feuds like carrying over into other companies anymore and stuff. Like these two could main event any company's, just any company show, just with the feud of them trying to beat each other. And they don't have that around the area. And I think if they were smart, people were smart, they would see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it be safe to say? I mean, could there be an argument for the Rad BoyZ being the best tag team on the Indies, at least on our coast right now?
I can't disagree with you, but the money shot's coming. It's going to be very, very close because those guys are both cohesive teams that have won championships everywhere they've been. And now they have stepped into the ring against each other. I mean, I was there the first time. The Rad BoyZ did take the title, but due to the referee, restarting the match, whatever, and then Money Shot took the titles back. But that was the one that was shots were fired. So yeah, I mean, and the Rad BoyZ do go places. You know what I mean? They don't sit around at home and fucking drink their energy drinks and eat bonbons. Those guys. No, I mean, those guys are good with the crowd. Look, I love the shit that Jake's doing now. It's like the ultimate. He's like the fucking Ultimate Warrior. Like, and he's better than the Ultimate Warrior. Because no offense, I was not a warrior, Mark. Talking to the god and shit. His promos were just nobody could understand him anyway. The warrior promos. But Jake, I watched that show the other day. He took that fucking lollipop he had in his mouth and he shoved it in. I thought that was great. And then he beat the shit out of him. I don't know which one, Lucio, or I don't know the other guy's name. But it's irrelevant. But
I'd like to see. Sorry, Larry, go ahead.
I wasn't saying anything.
I'd like to see the Rad BoyZ have a heel run.
Wow.
I think they'd be.
They'll be the Midnight Rockers then. Heel version of the Midnight Rockers, but they won't be. Well, they'll have to drink because they can't drink energy drinks and smoke cigars and have women on their side. Being playboys.
Well, they do. They do make alcoholic bang now. So.
Oh man, Jake will be all wired if it's alcoholic bang. He'll be going through walls and shit.
Just take a sip out of do the Steve Austin gimmick and then smash a can over a motherfucker.
I don't know. I mean, I can see your point. But why would they have to go? Why would they have to go heel when they could be the greatest tag team in this area, being this tag team, because they're young, they're hungry, and everybody loves them. Why would you want to do that?
So they say they lose the straps, and they just can't get them back. There's multiple matches, they just can't get them back, and then they just finally snap.
Okay, but them going down that dark road will lose all the little people. The little people love them. The kids love them, man. Kids love them.
Yeah, I understand that.
He's not talking about you, Jay. He's talking about the kids.
Not little people, little kids.
I'm gonna punch you in your fucking neck when I can find it.
I would love it if your hand come over fucking Larry's screen. That'd be funny. Like if you connected. Oh, that'd be great. Like your hand would go. Oh my God, technological stuff at its finest.
But who would buy it if they beat the shit out of that dinosaur?
Rad Rex.
That's part of their. That's part of their stuff, though. That's part.
I understand, but they're so upset, and they just kick the shit out of that dinosaur.
They would be upset with the booking committee, but then they would still turn face because if they never got a title shot, the promoter of the company would make them, you know what I mean? And then they would still get the people to actually still support them because they're not getting a shot. They're not getting it. And it'd be hard to turn, and it's coming from me. It'd be hard. I was a fan favorite for many. It was hard to turn me heel in my own hometown area. It's hard. I could beat up an old lady and still be cheered. But also too, I think
you did it once with my grandmother. I'm not sure.
she did bake me cookies like I thought. But I see your point. JJ, about it's a different thing, but I think these guys are great with the kids. They're great with their fans. They take pictures. They are the consummate professionals in and out of the ring.
You're right.
I mean,
and they're an actual tag team, not just throwing together and
right. Same as Money Shot.
Yeah, and the true, in my opinion, the true art of tag teams is, in my opinion, I think it's lost because a lot of the time now it's just two random people running together here, win the straps, carry them for a couple weeks, and it's just tag team wrestling. Pretty much, it's a lost art.
Are you disparaging the good goddamn name of FTR right now, Reeves?
I said it's not 100% lost. There's a few good ones, but still.
Or Owens and Zayn? How dare you?
Listen, Dad.
Oh, they're the drizzling shits.
There's a few.
I don't care what happens in your bathroom, Larry.
I think Sammy and Owens can go off. That storyline's done now.
AKA Sabertooth Snatch. What the hell is that?
What?
Shane, what's the wrestler's name? The old lady, AKA Sabertooth Snatch.
Where in the heck do you see him at? I don't even see him anywhere.
Sabertooth Snatch?
I don't know where he comes up with this.
I think Shane's hitting the CBD too much.
What Bubba beats up old ladies.
No, that'll trend.
Trending on Twitter right now.
Yeah,
that's a new one on me.
That's funny.
So like I said, the Rad BoyZ, the most exciting, entertaining tag team right now in the indie circuit.
I agree. I can't see why they can't go to how about MLW or Impact or anywhere. I think those two could probably get on a TV somewhere and get experience to get a little higher than where they're at. Not saying Money Shot has on AEW when they were doing dark stuff, but I would go that route and then work towards AEW. And if they can get to the, that's just my personal opinion. I mean, there's other bigger companies that they could still work and still come home and still be viable because they're on TV somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then there's their TV stars.
I would totally agree with. I think I could see them in Impact.
Well, I tried to get them. Get some information for the Crockett Cup. I would love to see them in the Crockett Cup just to get some exposure, but it was a little too late to get the information because they already had their teams for NWA. NWA is that would be great for them because I know Ricky just turned heel in the Crockett Cup and stuff like that. Yeah. So could you see this matchup as I'm booking in my head right now? And this is just right now. I'm just giving the Rad BoyZ versus Ricky Morton and his son Kerry in a tag match. Could you see that? That would be something.
That would be good. That'd be real good.
Yeah.
And the Rad BoyZ are the faces.
Ricky Morton throwing out Canadian destroyers all over the place.
Well, that would be a great match. I mean, having his, Tootlinge's son, but then Ricky just he went off the deep end, and he's been a heel before when he was with in WCW when he did that Wall Street gimmick and stuff.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that.
That was Richard Morton.
Yeah, Richard Morton. Yeah, so maybe, and eventually he'll go back a face, but right now that would be great. Like, have the Rad BoyZ versus the Mortons. That's fucking money right there.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, God,
and that right there is a booking mind.
Well, some people don't think I have a booking mind, but I appreciate it. And it's a good thing if I had a lot more money, I would have a booking mind. Then I would put the fear in God in probably some people. The York Foundation, Big Mike.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes, Alexander York.
Yep. And
Terrence Taylor.
Yeah, do you like it?
Morton.
Mike, do you like that idea? The Mortons versus the Rad BoyZ. I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good.
Bubba,
And-
that was going to be my next thing. I was going to get into with you
Well, God,
about
what's that?
about the whole booking thing. I didn't know if not many people know about your cryptic post 2 weeks ago. If you
No,
if you went into details anymore, if you
I
want to
can.
give out any more
Well,
details.
Well, I want to do something because when I had my promoter's license at the APWF, I could never, ever rent it out because you weren't supposed to, and I didn't want to get in trouble. I was going to give my license for free for people to use because some shows, I think it was like Vicious Outcast or Wrestling at one time, they got their license pulled. They didn't have a license. I was going to let them borrow my license and let them use that, but I couldn't because the state of Pennsylvania, you have to have everything under the company's name of your license. So I don't know how people are actually getting away with stuff of, renting their license out. And I wasn't trying to make a dollar, and I never could ever run a show. So to make a long story short, we were after one of the lovely triple mega cast mania cast shows, we got and I got a match in my head. And I think that's going to be the only way that it can be done is if I help do it. I don't want to get in a ring. I do not want anybody. Look, I love everybody that's ever worked for me before, but I would never ever bring guys who hasn't wrestled in 10 fucking years to be on a show. I just would not do that. I would not do that and disrespect them, or disrespect myself, because now it's not me being a friend. It's business right now. You know what I mean? But I would give everybody their acknowledgement for helping the company of the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation to be a part of. I would do that. If they want to help sponsor or do something, if they have businesses or something, I would do that. But I wanted to come up with something where I have a dream. I always had a dream of a major, and I set my ego aside. It's not about me, and work with some other professional wrestling companies to book a show, and that's it, and do something for a big major charity in that area or wherever I go. Hopefully I could do it where the APWF ran, which is close to my house, and I can help promote and stuff. But also too, I didn't have this venue of marketing and promoting and doing stuff. Now I have my own podcasting stuff where I can actually talk about stuff. And I want the best of the best. I mean, I can't book everybody if it comes down. I'm going to go get my license after I, walk down the aisle. I've already talked to my other half, and you guys right now, I told Larry, I want you guys to have your podcast to be part of the experience. You guys are wrestling fans. You guys love wrestling. I can't see why you guys can't be using your podcast to benefit and maybe do some interviews, set it up live at a show, and you guys are sitting there. You're podcasters. So to me, you're like a journalist, really, with an opinion. So you get press passes, and you guys are part of the press, doing stuff and being fans. And I mean, you can't have JJ go up in the ring and try to, hookarana somebody, but
well,
you know what I mean,
brother. That wasn't going to happen anyhow.
Well, it might. Who knows? You never know. I mean, I never thought that I'd actually just want to do. I just want to do one show. And a lot of people have contacted me and helped me out, and I appreciate that. But I wanted to do. There's some people I like to book that I never could book before because I wasn't running a company. And there's people that I truly respect that used to work for me, and they are still wrestling in the business. So, and I want something where if it's I don't want to run every month because that is too much of a headache, too much stress in my life where I don't want to do that because I enjoy doing the podcasting world. But I also have stuff that I can give back to the business, and that is going to be part of it. So hopefully I answered your question, Lair. I mean, I'm sure some people are like, I'm crazy. I'm fucking crazy. Yes. But also too, I know what it costs. I'm not going to go. I priced a high spots ring 18 by 18. It's $10,000. Like that's a little. I mean, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. My old wrestling ring is fucking at the Imagine Wrestling Training JoJo. Yeah, I sold that to Troy for $1,200. Yeah, and I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't get it back, and I would have had a place to store it. So, yeah, me being whatever in business sense, now I'm smarter. I'm maybe a little bit more calculating, and now I'm not going to put up with bullshit, and I'm going to treat everybody fairly, and I want a good team to help me out. People that love wrestling, people that, it's not about them. They just love the, and it's going to be like one show, and see how it goes. And I'm looking for, spring of 2024 to go from there. Some people aren't going to like whatever, but a lot of people have contacted me. I just want to throw a couple booking ideas. I'm not going to book it all. You know what I mean? But I would like to have the people that, there's people out there that I respect that can't or couldn't be on, that are from different companies where some companies just don't work together. So I would have an open door policy. You know what I mean? But also too, you gotta be 150% of a professional wrestler. You gotta look the part and be the part. And I mean, that might make make some people mad. But if you haven't wrestled, and there's one situation where I want to end it with a nice little bow, and it's not about me. And that's all I'm going to say. Cause then somebody will be like, oh yeah, we'll just do it. We'll just, no offense. We'll just fuck over Bubba and we didn't want to do it before, but now Bubba's going to go get a license and run a show. We'll just do it that way. Well, it ain't happening. Well, I mean, if someone wanted to book that, a match that I would like to do that I've talked about it. I'm not going to lie. I like to see Team Tap Out get one just bow. You know what I mean? And that's what I want. I got a good ending of my story, and I think some people, that's what I want. One more Team Tap Out. Those are my last tag team champions. It'll be an APWF, Allied Powers Wrestling Federation presents something. I'm not having titles. There's no titles. But if I have companies that come in, this is the thing. If they can come in, they can book their match. If it's their champion against their number one contender on the show, I got nothing in on that. I don't care. I'm not going to, fucking call and be bitching and crying and whining about, oh, this and that. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I'm just not doing that. They can book that match themselves, and however they want to book it is fine by me. If everything works out and if everybody wants to fucking keep their egos in check, wants to do something good, wants to do something for charity. I mean, if they have the egos, don't bother talking to me because I don't have time for that shit no more. I really don't. Like, I don't have to do this, but I want to do it. If I could do it once a year, if, I got special field correspondent Shane checking up ideas and doing stuff. And he's never been in a wrestling business in his life, but he's checking ideas about whatever. I've talked to, Larry, and that's where I wanted to get with, you guys as the press passes, because you guys are a wrestling podcast. You guys do other stuff, but you do it. You do your wrestling podcast because you guys love wrestling. And I don't see why, no offense, other companies didn't get you guys and like, hey, have you guys do stuff or, set up something. That's just me. And I hey, I'm as nice as I can be, and I try to help people out, but I'm just trying to be smarter now.
Right.
If I had $35,000 and did whatever, I wouldn't have to fucking ask anybody for anything. I really wouldn't. I would, you know what I mean? Like, I've said it on my show up over the hill when I was at K Arena. If I would got him to, my boss was a millionaire. If we had done it right, and I tried. I mean, I lost, but I tried. I would have had a ring. I was trying to get a TNA ring at one time. And then, I mean, I had WWE coming in for a house show. ECW was coming in the K Arena, and that got botched because his girlfriend, she could fuck up a one-car dream. But, but that's the truth. I'm only speaking the truth. Like I had a bartender working for me. I said, if I guarantee I know I'm getting off tangent here real quick. If I can get the WWE house show at the K Arena, they see one side of you, they will hire you in a heartbeat. You don't have to wrestle. They'll have something for you because she was all that. And she's a good person too, and then, that's just how it was. They'll see people and that's how they do stuff back then, so we'll see how it goes after October. I'm going to get my license. I can get it in December because you got to redo it in December. And I'm going to see what it goes. I mean, I like to have a lot of help from a lot of people. It's not about me. And that's why no offense, and God bless Chris Lash, he's the one that did it with the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. It's called Allied Powers. Allied. Everybody comes together. That's how it was supposed to start in the first place. But if I can bring other wrestling companies and showcase their talent, and we do it on a show once a year, I can't see why, we can do it. And if I can get some names on a show, I would do that. My other half is okay with it, so I'm good. And she knows that I have that desire and drive to do something. I asked my stepdaughter, I asked her and she said, go ahead. So I asked my family and they were cool with it. I mean, I know it's hard work, but it's a little scary. I'm not going to lie, Larry, it's a little scary.
Right.
But also too, I booked when I got upset from that match. Imagine I walked out a little huffy puffy, took my ball and bat and went home. I had 6 or 7 matches booked from Evansburg to Blairsville. So
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is, and I just it just could be driven where people want to do it, not because they have to do it.
I can assure you, and I'm pretty positive that I can speak for the other two shitheads that if there's any way possible that we can help you, we're down to do it.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, I'll make some press passes because, you just got to get we can do your podcast live at a show. I'm all about that. It's just getting your guys' that's what I do with the experience. I try to help everybody out no matter what they do. I do a lot of stuff on my Facebook and I try to share as much as I can. And I can't go to every show because everybody books 3 shows on a Saturday. Like, how am I gonna go? Like,
Yeah.
like there's nothing to do. Like 2 Saturdays, but everybody books a show on a Saturday, and nobody runs shows on Sundays anymore. Sundays is a great time if you're not competing against the Steelers. Because, no offense, what is there to do around here? Nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was a little. Hopefully, I didn't piss anybody or your viewership off. But if I did, write your congressman.
You're not. You're not wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean, it's just that I made a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes running a company. I made a lot of mistakes that I, go back and I gave people opportunities that, no offense, should have never been in the business. But also too, I made mistakes with people that are the greatest people to lace up the boots that I've ever seen. I made mistakes. I'm not perfect. And this is the time that I just want to give back, or maybe somebody young person wants to see that hasn't seen wrestling in my area in a while, or hasn't seen something, in a while. So, and like, I want to give Team Tap Out that nice little bow. I love Chris Coleman and Donnie Fulmer. With all those guys are the most utmost respectful guys I've ever met in the ring. I mean, Chris was my trainer in my company. Chris is just phenomenal. Him and Donnie. Donnie's good with the kids. He's a Marion Center football coach. Those kids are going to see their coach one last time. And it's just, he just wants that little bow. That's all. And I didn't give it to him the last time because financially it didn't happen, and I'm not rich or anything like that, but maybe I'm rich with knowledge, time and experience, can get you forward. So we'll just see. And I appreciate, you asking me the question, Larry. I'm sure I probably went a little winded, but I'm taking my 16 minutes that I had on my other podcast and added it to yours.
Well, I mean, because we talk fairly often during the week, and I know a little bit more than what other people know, but I like stirring the pot. So I had to ask.
No,
that
that's
question.
okay. And I like backing up everything I say because there's a lot of great wrestling in this area. When I lived in Florida and we were running shows, APWF South, professional wrestlers in Florida laughed at Western Pennsylvania wrestling. I was in the locker rooms. I saw Roderick Strong wrestle in my APWF ring against Aaron Stevens, which was one of the greatest matches that I have ever seen, up to some big Bill Collier matches with Spencer Slade at that time for Imagine. I've seen it. I've seen him checking the ropes. I've seen, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but after one show, when you're meeting with the dude, the Sheik who's on MLW, wanted me and Chris Lash to help him run all of Florida after one show. You know what I mean? It's just, I was pretty much the grunt where Lash was whatever, but we had a meeting. It didn't pan out. And a lot of big ideas that Mr. Lash had did not pan out, and then it just, I always thought stuff, but I just want to do some stuff. Like I've contacted some people that used to work with me in the APWF, and they gave me some names and stuff like that. And like I said, if I can, and I never got to acknowledge a lot of those people that actually helped that company out. And I think that would be great if they could step up and get their acknowledgement, not wrestle, just an acknowledgement and say, thank you, So that's, and I'm sure I'm going to piss some people off, but I do get respect when I go to shows and people say, hey, Bubba, how you doing? You know what I mean? I'm not, but like I said, if I had $35,000 to $50,000, because that's what I would do, I would run and do whatever. But also too, running a wrestling company, you got to have a great team. But also too, it's not all about me with the ideas. I like to pick everybody else's brain and let them be a part of something, because if they're given ideas, they're part of something. That means they're going to give you 150% if you keep them and informed and you ask their opinion. If you want to be a fucking dictator, it ain't Bill Watts. You're not going to get you're not going to get respect. That's just how you know what I mean? Like I try to treat everybody fairly, but if somebody might have a better idea than me, there's nothing wrong with that. You guys might have a better idea than me. And Darth Vader just dropped off on my head because I was talking, but that's okay. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I appreciate the opportunity. I'm going to try. You guys are a part of this opportunity with your podcasting, because you guys are wrestling fans. You guys love wrestling, whether you don't like what's going on about wrestling right now, but you love it no matter what. You'll still watch it. And that's the people. I do it too. I mean, I get mad too, but I still watch it.
Well, I just want to say to Bubba, I don't know if I told you this. I want to say I did on one of our very first podcasts, but you gave me my first experience in the business.
Well, yes, you did.
Yeah. Okay.
I gave a lot of people in this area a lot of first times, and I'm glad that I could.
It just didn't work out for me.
It's okay.
But I appreciate the experience, actually.
Well, yeah, but it gave you this, that for this love of talking about it, though. You still love it.
Well, sometimes I got to deal with these nutsacks, but
well, I get pissed off when somebody is supposed to win fucking WrestleMania and then doesn't. Now he doesn't even get a chance for a title shot and another belt, and then I get pissed off, and then yeah. If I could pick, I can't pick a friggin' pick on any pay-per-view things. Yeah, I was pissed. This is the long story. This is going to be the long story.
I love Roman, but
that's
the
a
wrong
great
guy
story,
went
though.
over.
That's it. No, but you know what, though? His heel run of being the man is great for him, because it worked for him when he came back from his leukemia. That he came back from leukemia, fought through it, and became who he is. Eventually he's going to lose, but right now he's going to beat every record known to mankind in the modern day and before. He's not going to combine. He's not going to beat Bruno's, but maybe consecutively, probably be 5 times at a Mania main event. But I mean, he's the man right now, and you have to give him his just dues. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my other half loves him. I do not, but but also too, I like other guys. And that's why we all love wrestling. Like
Right.
I've been watching Iron Sheik stuff last couple days. And thank you, Jake. I hope it does work out too. But all these older guys that we're all used to, like guys we love that were superheroes when we were kids, are all passing away. And we're not here forever, and it does suck. So, okay, I think I've talked way too fucking much.
Oh, you're allowed. You're allowed, Bubba.
No,
You have
no, I don't have nothing.
Full-
I'm just
you got
I'm just
full range.
I'm just a common man, brother, from Marion Center, Pennsylvania. That's what I.
Oh, I
article.
thought you were gonna hit us with the common man spit. Hard time, baby.
I'm living hard times all the time because I mow my grass. I hit tree limbs. I got 2 more concussions last week, and I'm trying to do shit.
Snow.
Oh, if I do mow snow, it'll be a hot day because I'll probably be in hell when that happens.
Oh man!
And I love your guys' Food Mania stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, my diet would go out the window. It's out the window now, but
Diet? Are we talking about diet?
diet, yeah.
Playoffs.
Well,
That's funny you brought that up because that was the next thing. Just gonna, if you haven't seen any of our Food Mania videos, go onto our YouTube, check it out. We visited Darlisa Pizza in St. Michael, PA. Bella's Pizza in the shithole capital of the world, Wimber, Pennsylvania.
they have a nice comic book store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about the
If
end
God
of it.
wanted to-
Did you guys get any hate mail when you said shithole of America?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh, if you do, you guys
Well,
are going where? You guys are going places.
That's
We
okay.
will now. If God wanted to give the world an enema, he'd stick the hose in Wimber, Pennsylvania.
Whoa. Sorry to cut you out. What did we just get in the comments here?
Whoa.
Oh, I just read it.
Breaking news. What is this?
I've seen it.
Rad BoyZ and Chris Royce versus the shitheads in a wing eating contest.
Oh,
Get the hell out of here.
that was from Braden Elliott. Braden threw that.
Wow.
And I tell you what, when you do that, I will be special guest MC referee for that one because I don't want to be on the shitter. I don't want to be on the shitter all the next day because I work for this. I work for the Commonwealth, and I got to unlock doors. And if I got to unlock 5 doors after a wing eating contest, there's going to be shit everywhere.
All right, guys. So,
wow.
what are we saying? Are we accepting this challenge?
Well, I mean,
is there hesitation in your voice, King?
I'm not scared, guy.
I'm
not scared.
Say, don't back down now, guy.
If you saw my video a couple weeks ago, I was bringing my A game with my 2 guys.
Well, let me ask you a question. How would you do this wing eating contest?
Well, that wasn't real thought out thoroughly.
Okay,
yet.
I just
we'll have
you have a
to
time. You have a
figure it
time
out.
limit, or
I think we would have to. We would have to.
But Bubba, you've never seen anybody eat wings like Larry. He gets that chicken off those bones like a $50 whore.
Boom. That's how you eat them. I did a wing eating contest one time. I lost to a guy called House. He was a small walking condominium.
A Bundy.
Yeah, he was big. But you eat the small wings. Now you gotta have the small wings, or you're gonna have the full size wings. See, the full size wings will be.
It's gonna be the small ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once Larry's done, they should have a shower in each place that we go.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, Rad BoyZ and Chris Coleman, you stepping up to the A team?
Ooh.
Apparently.
Boy.
That's a lot. This is going to be a lot of wings. How many hundreds of wings can you guys, all 6 of you, eat?
There's going to be a lot of dead birds.
Well,
shit.
I can
do
eat a good bit.
I know my peak. I know where I can go.
Oh, you can't say because you don't give anything up.
Right.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna have to you need to get a place that will cook them all up and give a big giant container, and then you got 30 minutes of game on.
Yes.
And then
Live. We'll have to have
Yeah.
a camera set up.
Yes.
That'll be good.
We'll have to get it figured out. And Jake says,
I can feel my butthole falling right
Oh
now.
man, you ain't going to work the next day.
we're gonna have 6 porta potties on standby.
No shit.
Jay's beehole is going to be like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Well, you wouldn't do if you did super hot, you wouldn't be able to eat a lot, so it'd have to be like mild.
Yeah, right, correct.
Yeah.
We have to be able to pick our own flavor.
Yeah, you go ghost pepper. You're fucking your 5 eating wings and shitter time is happening, man.
That's it.
I say we all got to do the same kind. Let's just go with mild or hot. That's only fair.
If you do it for charity, you might have all your wings paid off.
Right.
We'll have to see what the Three Stooges agree to.
Ooh.
Rad BoyZ and Strong Rad versus the shitheads.
Professional wrestlers versus a wrestling podcast.
Against
It's never been done. It's never been done that I know of around here. And you get it where people come and watch you guys go head toe to toe. You guys will pack the fucking place. It's an event. This is an event now. This is not like the 60 guys is hanging out and like, hey, this is a big time. You got to train, guys. Woo, this is a big event.
Well, Jesus Christ, there's no training needed between me and Larry. We've been training for 30 years.
Jake says, I'm going to go all crazy on these chicken wings. Ultimate Jake Rad activated. All right, guys. Well, I guess they stepped up, huh, Bubs?
I think they challenged you guys on your show tonight in the Western Pennsylvania 6-man wing championship.
Oh,
It's a 6. Oh, I'm a fucking look at it. I just came off the top of my head. God damn it. Yep.
You booking motherfucker.
First ever 6-man wing eating contest. Whoever is the champions, we shall see. Yeah.
We're going to have to get it figured out. I mean, amongst all of us, I mean, us three, at least we can find somebody to sponsor us up for this, right?
Oh,
I would hope.
Yeah. Big thing. Get what's the news? John, was it Channel 6?
WJAC.
Call WJAC. I'm telling you, if you don't, I will. I'll call them up. Fucking right. Channel 11. You guys will be on 11 o'clock news.
That's great.
Yeah, with the ambulance outside.
Well,
of the
yeah,
restaurant.
and then you got Jake doing a fucking bang, grabbing the fucking camera and running around the fucking wing eating place.
You think we're on drugs?
Oh, that's great.
Shit. Oh my God.
Looks like they stepped up, boys. So
all right, so we're gonna have to have a contract. We're gonna have to get it signed.
official contract signing.
Yeah, they always turn out well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They should do it. They should do this and Imagine Wrestling. Bring you guys in the ring and Imagine and have the wing eating contest signature right there. You guys walk in, Coleman and the Rad BoyZ come out, and then there it is.
in the wrestling
ring for charity. But you got to find out where it's at, and I guarantee you will have all those people watching that.
And then Coleman gets pissed off and cleans all our clocks.
and power bombs us through the table.
Hey,
I am not taking a power bomb. I can assure you.
I don't have a problem with giving somebody a Larry Corona in the ring.
Oh, Larry!
I don't have a problem with that.
Is that a new move?
Yeah, it's part. Yeah, it's a Larry Corona.
It's part sit down and stand up.
In the gut, guy.
What guy?
How about you just kick him in the gut? I don't want to see you get hurt.
I'll give him a striker destroyer.
That's where he sits. That's where he gets up, sits down, and moves 2 stools over.
That's what happens the next day to his toilet after he eats his wing.
All right.
Oh, shit.
All right, right, Rad Boys. We'll be in touch. We'll get this figured out.
I like this. I like this. I'm calling you guys. I'm telling you, I'll call Channel 11, Channel 6, because Channel 11's in Pittsburgh. Channel 6 News of Johnstown. I'm telling you.
Oh, that's great. But anyway, back to the Food Mania. Check out our YouTube for the Reese. Where was the other place we went? In Armall. Putliners.
In Armagh?
In Armagh?
Yeah, we went there. So next up, we're not sure where we're going next.
Well,
but
if you guys ever come to Indiana and you come to the proud sponsor of the Triple B Experience, the Bob's Pizza, I have a gift certificate. So I got it for Christmas, and I can't eat like all that money of gift certificates, but they have the square pizza, pepperoni square pizza, and they do have a sandwich called the Wapaho.
Wapaho.
Wapaho, yes.
Oh,
Smack,
Wapaho.
smack, smack. Yeah, it's an Italian hoagie.
Is that a Dusty Reds burger? Or?
No, it's a hoagie. I'm telling you, they cut it in half. It's like maybe I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 inches. I usually get my premium special is a Wapaho, 5 pieces of Bob's Pizza, and a root beer for like $12.
Nice.
But I haven't had it in a while. But yeah, you let me know when you guys do, and I'll come down and meet you. And then like I said, I have that gift certificate because I can't eat fucking. I can't. I 5 pieces of pizza is good enough for me. You know, I got to eat with a fork. You know, so.
Yeah.
Nice for us. That's an appetizer.
I can't do. I can't do it anymore. You guys got me beat.
Oh man.
I don't need, like I said, it takes 5 doors unlocked to go to the shitter in my job. It'll be bad, so I don't want any issues.
All right, and then lastly, before we get off of here, we are thinking about doing another podcast. We're going to be talking about local stuff, stuff that's going on around the area, stuff like that. Nothing political. We're going to stay away from the political shit.
Smart
Yes,
move.
please.
Yeah. No religion. We want to keep that off also. It's not that we don't believe in anything, but we just feel that that's better off not talking about politics or religion, because then that goes a whole nother way.
Yeah.
Well, eventually we'll upset some people.
Yeah, and that's not what we want, and that's not what we plan on doing for this podcast. It's not going to be a wrestling podcast. It's going to be some sports, mostly local stuff. That's what it's going to be, and it's not going to be every week like we try to do. We try to do it every week, but we never do it every week for a wrestling podcast.
It's hard,
but we're definitely shooting that idea around. So when we figure that out, we'll definitely let you know.
Well, just let me know, because I'll share it. I always do, so I'll just
absolutely share it. Yes, you do. We appreciate it.
I know you guys are great dudes, man.
But
sports, pop culture, stuff like that.
No pop culture. No.
Why? What's wrong with pop culture?
I don't know. I don't know none of that stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't. Don't ask him about the Goonies. He never saw it.
Yeah.
Well, I never saw it either, brother.
Holy shit!
Holy hell!
And
you guys haven't lived.
And to be
all
honest,
I know is that Reese looks like that dude that says, "Hey, you guys." That's all I know.
Shut! You're the guy that does the truffle shuffle. Shut the fuck up.
Whoa!
Damn.
And let's be honest. Bubba does the pop culture thing. I don't want to step on his.
You're not stepping on my toes, brother. I got too much shit. I do too much edit. You're not stepping on my toes. God, don't ever.
Even if I knew anything about pop culture, I still wouldn't do it because of that reason. So.
Well, I appreciate it, but you guys could. I would never ever tell somebody like I work with the Steelers Realm podcast guys, and they do Steelers. I do Steelers stuff too. I mean, it's just I just don't try to do it. I don't run I don't try to do the same night as them, because it's double-ended sword. That's all. And I try to. Well, it's like booking a wrestling show. 3 wrestling shows on a Saturday night. So you book. Well, let's have 3 podcasts. Everybody I know. We all do a podcast on the same goddamn night, and we're not listening to either one because we're doing our own shows. Gee willikers, you know what I mean? Like, wow, that's awesome.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yes.
I'm a dick.
Yeah.
Great point. Great point.
Yeah. But yeah, we're definitely going to be talking about that here soon. But other than that, what you see is what you get with us. The three shitheads. Bubba was able to come on tonight, which was
Bigger shithead.
which was a good surprise. Nobody knew that Bubba was coming on.
Oh,
I didn't tell the other two guys.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
No.
Don't you guys
He said
communicate?
what he said was, let's only make this a half-hour show.
and then
And
as
here
soon
we
as,
are at 128.
I'm sorry.
And I have another show in fucking 31 minutes from now, and just keep going because I only had 16 the other day because my video thing went off, and it was Steelers Realm host Jim Tiger looked like fucking Truman Capote. So I mean, I don't have any clue what happened on anything of technological stuff. But yeah,
Did you get that figured out?
I
Ben?
did because I got it fixed now. I don't know how. I don't know. Who knows?
Good.
It was weird because I signed on, started watching.
I know.
Almost instantly.
It was so. I was so mad because I was just so mad, and she could hear me swearing, and I had the F word. No wonder I don't get any algorithms because I think I have too many F words in my show.
Yes, but we're gonna let Bubba go because, like he said, he got his podcast coming up in a half.
Oh,
hour.
I had fun tonight on yours. I wish I didn't even have to do mine now, but shit, I mean. Mine's not going to be half as entertaining as you guys tonight.
Oh, I doubt that.
We'll make it entertaining.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I write stuff down and I just go off on a tangent. But it's
No way.
Too,
I don't believe that.
But it's also too the people that tune in that ask questions, and I try to engage everybody. That's the key.
Right.
Treating everybody like they're VIP.
Yep. So, Bubba, where can everybody find your podcast coming up at 9:00?
Well, they can find it on Facebook Live and on the Triple B Experience YouTube channel. And then I download it and put it on Spotify. But, at 9:00, I moved it back from 8:00 to 9:00 due to being summer. And I think more people are home. But realistically, 25 years ago, I was never home on a Friday night. I was out getting drunk. So I don't know. So, I mean, that's just what it was. I mean, I was either working or... that's what people do now. We all stay at home or we go to wrestling shows where there's 3 wrestling shows in one day and you got to throw a dart and see which one you go to.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
So,
all right, guys. Well, there you go.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much.
But Bubba, it was an honor. I love you.
Oh, it's always, I love it coming on your guys' show. It's cool, man. You guys, dudes, man. I love your guys' shit. I can't wait for this wing challenge.
But don't forget 9:00, Bad Bubba Brewer on his YouTube and Facebook. Check him out at 9:00. So for the rest of us, I guess it's goodbye. Is this going to be the last time we see you, Jay, or are you going to come back on and join us?
I call my boss and ask him. I don't know.
I didn't see that one coming, guy. I didn't see that one coming at all.
Yeah, well, yeah, your eyesight's not very good anyway.
No, I'm blind to one eye. I can't see out the other.
Both contacts in the same eye.
Oh, God.
All right, guys. So we'll see you next time. I'm Stryker. That's JJ. That's Reese. And that is Bad Bubba Brewer, our guest for tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Hanging out. Top guys out.
Goodbye. And good night.